Call the order of the Planning Commission. It is 6 p.m. Let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, number 3 on our agenda tonight is the consent agenda. I need approval for the August 19th, 2026 meeting agenda and also approval of the July 15th, 2026 meeting minutes.
I, Kim, would like to make a motion for the approval of the August 19th, 2026 agenda and the approval of the July 15th, 2026 meeting minutes.
This is Mike, second.
Take a vote.
Gary, aye.
Kim, I.
Mike, aye. Andy, aye.
Rob and I. Motion passes. Okay, next on our agenda tonight is public open forum. If anybody would like to come forward, either online or in person, and would like to discuss anything, we welcome you at this time. Do we have anybody online, Aaron?
There's no one online.
Okay, then we shall move on. We are going to move on to the public hearing of the Roseville Auto Marine Conditional Use Permit. Lily, would you read the notice as published in the Times?
Yep. All right, so this is number 5A on our packet, Roseville Auto and Marine Conditional Use Permit. The city has received a conditional use permit application from Twin Cities Auto Marine, also called Roseville Auto and Marine, currently operating as Roseville Auto and Marine for the property located at 9541 152nd Avenue Northeast, Columbus, Minnesota 55025. The applicant is requesting approval to relocate the existing business from Roseville to the subject property and operate an automotive and marine repair facility with outdoor customer boat storage. The proposal consists of automotive maintenance and repair, marine repair and service, and outdoor storage of customer boats. The applicant states that the automotive services would include maintenance, oil changes, brakes, tires, steering and suspension, diagnostic, general engine repair, cooling systems, and electrical repair. Marine services will include maintenance, tune-ups, diagnostics, general engine repair, water pump replacement, winterization, shrink wrapping, and seasonal preparation. Repair work is proposed to occur primarily indoors. Outdoor storage is proposed to be limited to customer boats awaiting repair, seasonal storage, or customer pickup. The applicant states that no junk, abandoned, dismantled, disassembled, or salvaged boats or vehicles will be stored on the property. Section 7A-543 of the Columbus City Code requires the Planning Commission to review the particular facts and circumstances of a proposed conditional use and determine whether the use is harmonious with the comprehensive plan and zoning ordinance, appropriate to the character of the vicinity, not hazardous or disturbing to the neighboring uses, adequately served by public facilities and services, not detrimental to the economic welfare of the community, not detrimental due to excessive traffic, noise, smoke, fumes, glare, or odors, provided with vehicular approaches that do not interfere with surrounding public thoroughfares, and does not result in the destruction, loss, or damage of a natural, scenic, or historic feature of major importance. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission review the conditional use permit application and determine whether the proposed automotive and marine repair facility and outdoor customer boat storage can satisfy the standards of Section 7A-543. If the Planning Commission finds the applicable standards are met, staff recommends that the Planning Commission forward the recommendation to the City Council, subject to any conditions identified through city review.
Thank you, Lily. Okay, at this time, I would like to have, where'd my notes go here, Mr. Lee and Ms. Yang come forward up to the chairs in front here. We have a second microphone. All right, and for the record, could you give your names and current address, please?
Yes, Linda Yang.
And you, There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Linda Yang. Currently, we're operating as Roseville Auto Marine, and our location address is 1900 Oak Crest, Suite 2 in Roseville, 55313.
And you are, I don't need your name if you're in that same place.
I'm King.
You're King?
Yeah.
Okay. If you would for us, we've looked through your application, and normally what we'd have you do is just give us a brief, in your own words, what it is that you are going to do in our city.
Okay. I'm a auto and marine repair shop. So we just do general maintenances. On the auto side is your tires, brakes, suspension, fluid changes, things like that, general repair on engines. On the marine side, we do seasonal repair, shrink wrapping. You have your carb rebuilds and just general engine repair and water pump replacement. Nothing major, no overhaul of anything. And then we do trailer repair, such as wheel bearing repacks, bearing replacement, hydraulic brakes, and that's about it.
Okay. Now, I noticed, actually, let me go back here a second. At this time, I'm going to actually open it up to the commissioners if you have any questions for them at this time.
Yeah, I guess. Are you guys planning on using the existing building or refurbing?
You bring the mic a little closer to yourself.
Yeah, this is Andy. Are you guys going to use the existing building or have to do any type of like refurbishing to the existing building to make it what you guys want right now?
We'd like to use the existing building. We'd like to do some remodeling to kind of get it up to par to shop-wise, such as like the drains, make sure they're connected. We have proper drainage, separation from customer and shop. So that's kind of the building renovation. With the boat storage, we like to put up fencing, security and privacy fencing,
Okay.
and then signage as well.
Approximately how many boats do you think you'll be storing at the facility in the wintertime?
I'm thinking it'd probably be anywhere from 40 to 50 boats, depending on how the lot, how much.
How you arrange the boats in there?
I don't want to jam the whole lot up, but have it to where we can navigate, pull boats out without having incidents.
Sure.
No questions for me.
How much traffic do you expect on a day-to-day basis, in and out of the facility?
That I'm not sure of. I'm hoping to increase traffic, but it really depends on how business goes. I don't know how the traffic is up here. I'm hoping I can draw customers through the highway, but we'll see.
I was going to say, we typically, a lot of our, we go by appointments, so it kind of varies anywhere from like 6 appointment to 8 appointment a day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Could you tell me what the hours are and how many days a week?
Yes, currently we operate Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
And then you do by appointment on Saturday or Sunday for certain things?
Certain things.
Yeah, like somebody wants to pick up their boat on Sunday, they can, make an appointment and you will show up there and let them get their boat? Okay. Okay, but no actual work or anything like that is going to be going on
No.
Saturday or Sunday? Okay.
Correct.
This one might be for Aaron. I see the aerial photo of a bunch of, looks like trailers or like shipping containers. What is the current business we have?
Yeah, the existing is Trailers Plus. They do like wholesale trailer sales.
Okay.
So that's the picture you're seeing right there is enclosed trailers and flatbed trailers. I think they have a little showroom inside there where they have some other trailers as well.
So essentially, the aerial photo would look very similar to what we have now with,
The proposal also is in the packet here. They're outlining where a privacy or a screened fence would be, where the boat storage would be. So there is screening from all rights of way by a privacy or a screened fence. And certainly if the planning commission wants to, you can ask for more screening, vegetation, or whatever to achieve whatever level of compliance you might want to see for storage. Since exterior storage is accessory to the primary business, you have some latitude to add more conditions if need be to achieve whatever level of screening you wish.
I mean, currently it looks like there's almost no screening right now.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, they are proposing a fence around that red area to screen the storage of boats from right-of-way and or neighboring property lines.
right. And then one more question. I see there's 2 potential entrances here. Are you just going to like close in that, I don't know, that far one where they have all those trailers parked right there? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that would be closed off.
All right.
Aaron, I have a question for you. Is the property currently in compliance with landscaping?
Boy, I have no question or no answer to that question. We could certainly take a look at that and evaluate that. What I do know is that the existing use on the property for trailer sales was actually issued prior to ordinance revisions and rezoning, and so it actually is currently operating under a 12-year interim use permit for the trailer business itself. So there are going to have to be some steps taken by the city council to remove the interim use permit that exists on the parcel, and then when a conditional use permit is agreed upon, then agree to a new conditional use permit, which would stick with the land then forever. So the trailer company, probably under a previous name from what I'm reading, was issued a 12-year. And then when a new company, I believe Trailers Plus under a different name, took over, they asked for 12 more years, which I think was granted. And that was in 2017. So that existing interim use no longer fits our zoning code.
Yep.
And process. So that'll have to get dismissed or terminated by the council.
By the council, okay.
And then a new conditional use permit or a conditional use permit for the proposed use would then get applied. So we can evaluate landscaping at that time to determine if or what might be necessary based on the existing zoning code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
Yes.
Because you were saying you're going to use existing landscaping and stuff like that and enhance and stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure that we were somewhere near.
That straight north of them is Lowe's.
Yes.
So
I was out there today.
There's limited already view from Love's due to their own screening.
Yep.
Which you guys required. So that may work in the favor of this applicant.
Yeah, absolutely it will. Okay.
Another question. I read in there that you guys are going to dispose of the chemicals, hazardous waste through a third-party company. Are you currently doing that now at your shop and going to use the same one?
We run through disposal and solvent through Lube Tech. There's oil recycler, or you can burn your own oil through furnaces. We have that. And then company we purchase oil from is Cath. So we have vendors in place.
Okay, so it's nothing new to you guys as far as, okay.
No.
We may need to verify with Anoka County Environmental Services that their disposal plan is acceptable to the county's plan.
Okay.
But those are all things we can condition.
Yep.
And if that plan is acceptable to Anoka County, then we would just accept that here in the city of Columbus. But Anoka County does have their own environmental enforcement arm that deals with disposal of vehicle fluids.
It's the only thing that concerned me was when they said they were going to burn oil. I'm like, I don't know how that
Yeah, we'll
works.
have to see.
I don't know how that works, so.
What the Anoka County is acceptable to them. I've never dealt with that before, other than they've shown up and asked me if I knew that there was a chop shop operating in one of the cities that I was working in. And I said, I had no idea. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I know they're around, and I know they do permitting, so.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna check on that as well too.
okay.
Because otherwise then we have McCarthy for disposal of used oil.
And that may be acceptable as long as they see a contract or something. Again, I've never had to go to that stage before, so.
Yeah, can I answer that
Go ahead.
question too? So are you currently pulling a Ramsey County hazardous waste permit?
Yes.
Yeah, so it would be similar in Anoka County where they would have to pull a permit and report annually on the amount of hazardous waste that they're recycling.
Okay.
So,
How often does that get like picked up, monthly or weekly or?
We don't have that much disposal, so whenever we fill up, then we call them to come pick up.
Okay. Any other questions?
Not for me.
Not for me.
Okay.
Not for me.
Any, all right?
Good, yeah.
Okay. You may step back.
I do have one question.
please.
Do you guys know the history of what repair places have been through the property?
I have been out here a long time, and it is, the best of my recollection, it has always been a trailer place.
Okay.
And I've been out here over 20 years, and there was a trailer place, and then there was another one, and now there's this one. So I know there's been 3 trailer outfits there. I don't know what happened before that, though.
Okay.
We can certainly look through the property file. All I've found to corroborate is trailer service or trailer sales. But that doesn't mean it's something that didn't exist there before. We can look through paper files if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Chair, you need to hold a public hearing.
Yes,
in case there's
that's what I was going to do right now.
the audience that would like to speak about the conditional use permit.
Yes. At this time, I want to open up the floor to anybody who would like to talk about this particular operation. Ask any questions that you may have. You can ask us, and we will direct them back to the applicants. Looks like we're good.
And still no one online, so you're safe there as well.
And
Do you want to close it?
yes, we're going to close the public hearing at the public meeting at this time. And then I guess I'm looking for you guys to see what you want to do. Do you want to just, we can approve this and go straight to the city council. We can delay a couple of weeks if we think that there's something that needs to be further checked out.
Mr. Chair, I would recommend that you guys hold this over. Let us do all of those ancillary checks. Let's let the applicant have a chance to look at the paper file. Let's confirm with Anoka County hazardous waste or environmental that permits are acceptable and/or even if they're needed. That will also then buy us some time to figure out how we remove the interim use permit properly.
Yep.
Because there might be an overlap in time where the existing trailer sales is still going to remain, but we don't want to remove that before their termination date, and then the new applicant takes over the property. So there's some mechanics yet I think that we need to work out, and then we'll need to draft a formal conditional use permit document with conditions. So if there are conditions that you guys want to see included tonight in the document that comes back in 2 weeks, Lily would love to hear what those conditions are so that she can get the document ready for you for your review in 2 weeks.
Okay, what was the one we were talking about first? Oh, the screening. We want to make sure
Yeah, fencing, screening.
the fencing screening, and then
Thinking landscape.
landscaping along that screening.
Just to make sure that they
Just
are.
make sure that we're in compliance,
Zoning
yes.
code.
Yep, I want to make sure that we're in compliance with the current city code. Anything else you guys wanted to make? Well, we want to make sure on the oil burning, we want to make sure that we talk about that. You were taking lots of notes.
Mr. Chair, may I ask a question of staff as well? So Aaron, do we know if Tracker Boating Center, which is right across the street, operates under a conditional use permit?
I have not checked that out.
Okay.
I can't answer that.
Thanks.
Look that up for you.
Okay, anybody else want anything else for them to check out?
Not that I can think of.
Just the fencing and landscaping.
Fencing and landscaping, yep, and the oil. Okay. So then you want to,
Kim, would like to make a motion to table the recommendation on a conditional use permit for 2 weeks.
okay. Gotta make sure we read all this. To operate an automotive and marine repair facility with accessory outdoor customer boat storage at 9541 152nd Avenue, Northeast Columbus, 55025, until September 2nd, 2026, when the Planning Commission will meet again, and we will go over the amendments and the conditions at that time. Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, I finished reading it for you, I'm sorry. I'll look for a second.
This is Mike, second.
Okay, we'll take a vote.
Gary, aye.
Kim, I.
Mike, aye.
Andy, aye.
Rob and I, motion passes. We'll be in touch. Thank you very much for coming in tonight, and look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Okay. On to. Okay, we are now going to talk about item 5B, the ordinance amendment 7A-440, nonconforming uses.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the Planning Commission. Section 7A440 regulates lawful, non-conforming uses of land in the city of Columbus. The current ordinance under subsection C states that no such non-conforming uses shall be transferable. Minnesota law recognizes that lawful non-conforming uses are vested property rights that generally continue unless discontinued, abandoned, destroyed beyond statutory thresholds, or otherwise regulated in accordance with the law. A change in ownership alone is not identified in Minnesota state statute as an event that terminates a lawful non-conforming use. Because the existing ordinance in Columbus could be interpreted to terminate a lawful non-conforming use solely upon transfer of ownership, staff had reviewed the provision for consistency with state law. The proposed amendment in front of you clarifies that a lawful non-conforming use may be continued following the transfer of ownership while remaining subject to all applicable provisions governing non-conforming uses, including abandonment, discontinuation, expansion, alteration, or other applicable ordinance requirements. The amendment does not expand the rights of non-conforming uses. It simply clarifies that ownership changes do not, by themselves, terminate an otherwise lawfully non-conforming use. The city will continue to regulate non-conforming uses through the provisions contained in Chapter 7A of the zoning code and applicable Minnesota state statute. Minnesota statute provides that lawful non-conforming uses may be subject to statutory limitations. The proposed amendment to the ordinance is intended to better align the city's ordinance with the provisions and intent of state law regarding lawful non-conforming uses. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission hold a public hearing and at its conclusion recommend approval of an ordinance amendment to Section 7A-440 sub C of the Columbus Code regarding a lawful non-conforming use to the City Council for their consideration.
Thank you, Aaron. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. So obviously there's no examples of like non-conforming uses. Will this be like people living in their house on a commercial zoning district?
Yeah, what I would say,
selling it, family.
as an example, Andy, let's just hypothetically say that someone owned a business and they were in a residential district, and they owned this business prior to the city becoming a city. They've maintained this business all the way through with city permission up until today. They choose to sell the home and the business that exists in the home. Currently under city code, that transfer terminates the business. State statute says otherwise.
Okay.
So our code does not, our code is not in compliance with state statute, nor Supreme Court rulings.
Okay.
So our goal here is to streamline our code so that it matches state law, so that we remove any ambiguity and confusion, and then also stay away from litigation should it ever happen to come our way.
Makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
So then, in that scenario, the new owner purchasing the property could continue the business.
Okay.
If the new owner discontinues the business for a calendar year or more, the non-conforming use right disappears.
Okay.
Does that mean that they have to update any of their, if they didn't have the proper landscaping or fencing or right-of-ways when there's a transfer of ownership, would they then have to step it up to meet the new
We
requirement?
cannot obligate a non-conforming property to meet current code.
Okay. All right, thank you.
They could voluntarily do that, but we can't obligate them
Legally
to.
force them.
Right, as long as it's at the time that it was permitted, met the code, and then the code changed.
And it still stays in.
It's called grandfathering, is the layman's term for that. Yep.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yes.
This is just putting us in alignment with
State statute, yes.
Seems like a good idea.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Our city attorney also agrees 100%.
Okay. Anybody else? Scott? Okay, at this time, I would like to open the public hearing on this. If anybody would like to step forward, speak on the matter, please do so at this time. Being nobody online and nobody here, we'll move on. I'm looking for a motion on...
Can you close it, Mr. Chair?
I'm sorry. I closed the public hearing at this time.
Thank you.
Now I'm looking for a motion about the ordinance amendment 7A440 non-conforming uses.
This is Mike. I move to recommend that the city council approve the amendment to section 7A-440, non-conforming use of land as presented.
Do I have a
Very
second?
second.
We'll take a vote.
Very aye.
Am I?
Mike, aye.
Andy, aye.
Rob and I. Motion passes. And now, it looks like we are going to move on to a Minnesota DNR video. Planning and Zoning 101.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. There's not much left of the training video that we started, it looks like, a couple weeks back. So we're going to try and finish this one up, and then we will move on to the rest of your agenda. Should be fairly painless here, I think, as long as the computer decides to work. And maybe we won't today.
You'll be completely clear.
Oh, darn it, doesn't work. Let's go home.
I wouldn't be terribly disappointed if it didn't.
You're really good if you have to read subtitles.
I know, right?
I don't think any of us would be disappointed. Seeing as we've done 2 of these already.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Yep, okay, we're not doing that today, I guess.
All right. And move on to the next item on our agenda, and that is the planner's report.
I have nothing.
Nothing? Okay. City council liaison report.
He stepped out for a second.
When am I?
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
After the Shareco presentation a couple weeks ago, just several people reached out to people within the community. Some of them were not too happy with a lot of these smaller lots on the plan. So I dug into it a little bit. I'm not sure when the lot, or it'd be the, how do you call it, lot
averaging?
lot averaging, yes, when that was gone through, I think it's 2019 maybe, or something like that. It has been brought up that people might want to up that and kind of maybe relook at that to maybe 3.5 to 4 acres, because they want, basically people with, 10 acres that, well, why can't I split it up into 2.5 acre lots and average type of thing? So just.
I heard some feedback on it as well, so I think when, is it going to come before us again?
We have not received any preliminary plat or any information from him regarding the proposal. To speak to Andy's topic here, I don't think it would be advisable to, in the middle of the 4th phase of a subdivision, to try and change an ordinance to outlaw or change lot sizes. That's certainly part of the long-term comprehensive plan that has to deal with density citywide, but it would also take a ordinance change, which takes city council direction to change the plan unit development standards. So if you're hearing feedback from residents about the lot standards, I would direct them to a city council member, because they're the only ones that really have the authority to make that change at this point.
Yeah, I didn't know if anyone wanted to discuss it, or if that was, and I don't think it has any legal effect towards this next phase, obviously, but down the road, if people don't want that 2.5 acres and they never showed up, 10 years ago or 6 years ago, whenever it was passed, obviously a lot has been developed in the past 5-7 years, and they're probably not used to that. So I was just.
Yeah, we're also about to embark on the 2050 comprehensive plan, which is going to open up the zoning code for review. And at that point, we'll have a number of public open forums and opportunities for the public to speak. And if that is something that is not acceptable to the community, that would be the proper time, and we will notice those and make sure that the community is aware of those meetings. So that's in the near future.
Yeah, I didn't know if, legally, obviously, that wouldn't affect him. I just didn't know if the feedback from the community would affect, maybe he goes from 39 to 34 lots, right?
Yeah, and like I said, we haven't seen a preliminary plat after he was here and gave the sketch plan or the concept plan, so we can't even answer to whether changes were made or anything, so.
I just wanted to make everyone aware.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Things are happening on the land. No dirt moving or anything, but they are doing sampling and things like that.
Yeah, I did see a survey crew out there the other day again, so.
Yep. There's boring out there as well.
Okay.
Want to see if Scott's available?
It's 3 feet off my property line.
What's that?
They put a boring marker up 3 feet off my property line. That's the highest spot in the whole area.
Well, I thought I had some time with the video going. I guess not.
No, we got through it. You have to watch. You have to stay and watch after.
We got it.
I gotta stay now for my punishment. Okay, so a couple things to cover from 2 meetings. On the July 22nd meeting, the city council approved the final plat for the LeMay property. That was a split vote with 4 ayes and 1 nay. And then the Bear Home, the mill fund that's administered by Minnesota Deed, that agreement was approved unanimously by the city council too.
Very
That's
good.
all I have.
Very good. Any of my other constituents, cohorts, have anything else? All right. And let's have a motion to adjourn.
I, Kim, would like to make a motion to adjourn the August 18th, 2026 Planning Commission meeting.
Do I have a second?
This is Mike, second.
Take a vote.
Harry, aye.
Kim, I.
Mike, aye.
Andy, aye.
Rob and I. Motion passes. Meeting is over at 7:37.